The letter came in the afternoon, a clean white envelope with a government stamp on it. Inside that envelope was a name, a future, a door that had been locked for a long, long time, and it was finally opening. Folake read that letter 4 times. Then she held it to her chest and closed her eyes and said a small, quiet prayer.
Dear God, please let it be good news.
Then she did what she always did when something precious came to her. She hid it, she put it under her mattress, wrapped inside the cloth of her late mother's old blouse, the only thing her mother left behind for her. She did not know that someone was watching her. She did not know that in that same house, the house her father built with his own hands, the house she had been sweeping and cooking in since she was 12 years old, the woman she called mother had already made a plan, a bad plan, a wicked plan. That letter was not going to stay with Folake. That night, after everybody went to sleep, after the last light went off and the generator stopped, a hand reached under that mattress. Temi, wake up. Come, don't make noise. Mommy, what is... Shh. Take it. Take the envelope. The scholarship letter, everything inside. Take it and put it in your own bag. In the morning, we will go to the scholarship office and change the name. But Mommy, it has Folake's name on it. Names can be changed. God gives and God redirects. Now take it and go back to sleep. Temi took it. And Folake, sleeping just 4 feet away on the same mat she had slept on since she was a small girl, did not know anything. Not yet. But to understand how we got here, to understand how one woman's fate could survive something this painful, we have to go back to the beginning. The Ademi compound was on Iwo Road in Ibadan, 3 buildings facing each other with a big dusty open space in the middle. An old mango tree grew in that yard. Its roots were so old they had broken the concrete under them. In the rainy season, you could hear water running in the gutters. In the dry season, dust covered everything, the windows, the pots, the Bible on the shelf. The only one who opened that Bible was Folake. Folake had been waking up before the sun since she was 12 years old. That was the year her mother died. Her mother, Iya Folake, went to the hospital for a small procedure and never came back. The doctor said it was a complication. That was the word they used, complication, a word that closed the whole life without saying sorry. Her father, Baba Folake, was a quiet carpenter, a good man. He had soft hands, well, not soft, calloused from years of cutting wood, but his heart was soft. When his wife died, he cried the way Nigerian men of that time cried, quietly by himself. Then he went back to work because there were children to feed. 2 years after the burial, he brought home a new woman. Her name was Sikemi. She came from Ogbomosho. She was a widow, and she had one daughter, Temi, who was the same age as Folake. Baba Folake said he was giving Folake a mother. He thought he was doing a good thing. He did not know what he was really giving her. Mama Sike, because that was what she wanted to be called, was not the kind of woman who shouted or beat children. No, she was smarter than that. She used words, small, quiet words. Words she could always deny later. Words that landed like a slap but left no mark. One morning, Folake had just finished cleaning the parlor floor. She was on her knees, the whole floor shining. Mama Sike walked in, looked at the tiles and sighed. Folake, you left the corners again. I will go over them again, ma. Your mates are learning real skills. Building something for themselves, not sweeping like a house girl. Yes, ma, I'm just saying. I don't know what kind of future a girl like you is planning. She never waited for an answer. That was her style. Say something that hurts, then walk away before the person can respond. Drop the stone, leave before the ripple. Temi was a different kind of person. Pretty, loud. She laughed easily and people liked her for it. But work, no. Temi had started a catering class and stopped. She had started nail training and stopped. She had a boyfriend in Lagos who sent her recharge cards. She spent the money the same day. Folake and Temi shared a room. At night, Temi would lie on her back, fanning herself with an old magazine. and talk about going abroad, about London, about how Nigeria was too hard for serious people. One night, she looked at the ceiling and spoke. Folake, I need to leave this country. Seriously, London, Canada, Dubai, anywhere that is not here. Folake had been doing small business since she was 16. First, she sold tomatoes and peppers. Then she
This
sold
is the
fabrics
best
from the
quality you can
market,
find.
yard by
Look at
yard,
these
to
beautiful
women on
colors.
the street.
I will give you a very
She
good
kept
price
her
for
money in a brown envelope hidden inside an old Bible her mother had left her. Not because she was hiding it from anybody, but because that envelope was the one place in that house where something of hers stayed safe. She also did a computer training course and a bookkeeping class. She told nobody. She just went before the sun was up, between market runs, after cooking was done. The women in the compound noticed her, and that was the thing Mama Sike could not control. One afternoon, Mama Tunde stopped her at the tap. Folake, how is the market? Fine, ma. Small but fine. I was telling my husband just yesterday. This Folake carries herself well, respectful, hardworking. Your mother trained you well before God took her. Thank you, ma. God sees you, my daughter. Just keep going. These kinds of words always got back to Mama Psyche, and every time somebody praised Folake, something tightened inside Mama Psyche, because the child everybody was talking about was not her child. One evening at dinner, Baba Folake mentioned that one of the elders had spoken well of Folake. He said it the way men say good news, casually, without understanding what it cost the people listening. Chief Edosa said at the meeting that Folake has good character, that people speak well of her. Silence came over the table. Mama Sike smiled, her practice smile, the one she kept for public moments. Not that we are proud. No, she's doing well. Just enough words to seem nice, and not one word more. Baba Folake saw a clean house and food on the table, and told himself everything was fine. He did not see the small ways Mama Psyche spoke when he was not in the room. He did not see how Folake's food portion had quietly become smaller over the years. A father who always runs from trouble does not bring peace. He only pushes the trouble forward. The scholarship did not just fall into Folake's lap. She found it the way she found everything, by working for it before anyone was watching. It was a federal government nursing scholarship. The government wanted to send young Nigerians abroad to train as nurses because Nigeria needed more of them. The program paid for everything: 3 years of training in a hospital in the United Kingdom, a place to sleep, monthly money to live on, a flight ticket, and when you come back, a job will be waiting for you in a federal hospital. For a girl from Iwo Road, Ibadan, a girl with a mat for a bed and a notebook full of plans, this was not just an opportunity, it was a new life. She heard about it from Sister Ngozi at church. Sister Ngozi was a nurse who had just come back from Abuja. After Sunday service, she sat next to Folake and pressed a small paper into her hands. Folake, are you still interested in nursing? I remember you asked me once. Yes, ma, very much. Then take this home and read it carefully and pray, because I believe this has your name on it. Folake took it home. She read it carefully. She prayed. Then she walked. The application needed many things: her school certificates, letters from people who knew her, a personal statement. That means a letter where you write about yourself and why you deserve the scholarship, a medical form, 3 written tests, and the final test was in Abuja. It was not easy. The man at the records office sent her away 3 times before she got her certificates. She went back every time without complaining. She got her reference letters from Sister Ngozi and her old school principal. She wrote her personal statement at night, outside the compound where there was a little breeze, by the light of a small torch. She wrote it 7 times until it felt right. She did not tell Mama Psyche. She did not tell Temi. She only told her father quietly on a Sunday afternoon when Mama Psyche was resting. Baba Folake held the papers and read them slowly. His eyes became wet. Your mother, she would have been the one to help you with this. I know, Baba, but I can do it myself. I know you can. I know, my daughter.